Hey guys, Jan here, codingwithjan.com. So what you're looking at right here is the exact same task done two completely different ways. On both sides, I have a Shopify dashboard open and I'm putting every product in this collection on sale. But on the left side, I'm using a simple API script that I only had to build once and can now be reused essentially for free. And on the right side, an agent is doing the exact same thing, but it burns token every time it runs, which costs real money. So let me show you the actual difference between APIs, MCPs, CLIs, and when to use which. Let's have a look. All right, so then API first. API stands for Application Programming Interface. So it's an interface, a way to interact or a touch point between us and an application, Shopify in this example. And the way we interact or communicate with the system is just through programming. Yeah, so this is kind of like going to McDonald's and using the self-order terminal. The terminal is an interface between us and the restaurant. And for the terminal, we're using touch. And for an API, we're using code to communicate. Now, the whole purpose of an API is to make features available from the outside without us having to understand all the internal processes. For example, you can just order a cheeseburger, but you don't need to know how the kitchen is organized, how inventory management works, how accounting works. You simply order a cheeseburger. And an API works exactly the same. You tell Shopify you want to create a new product, put it on sale, get some order details, whatever you might need, but we don't need to understand how Shopify organizes their databases, processes payments, and so on and so forth. Okay, now how do you actually talk to an API? It's usually 4 steps. Number 1, you need to stick to the official documentation where Shopify lists all the fields and all the things that are available. Think of it like the menu. Then you have to write your query, which is kind of like your order. You have to articulate what you want. Then you send it off to a specific endpoint that request needs to go to. And then you get your answer back in a very structured format called JSON. If this is the first time you're seeing this, it might look a bit intimidating. But once you inspect the structure a bit more, it's actually very easy to read. It's just labels and then the values behind them. Now, the cool thing about this process is once you develop the script or wrote your initial query, you can basically reuse it infinite amount of times, essentially for free. Like there might be rate limits, or you might have to dynamically flip the product ID if you want to request data for another product, let's say. But this costs next to nothing. The problem, however, is that this process is very rigid, so you need to look up the exact documentation. You can't make fields up. The API might also change over time, which is particularly bad if you're an LLM or agent and your training data is like 6 months old. So it always needs to be up to date, and there is going to be some maintenance or possibly some maintenance involved. Now, in order to fix this and overcome this problem of rigidity, we can use MCP servers, which basically sit on top of an API, and they can be talked to in just natural language. So we can send our agents there and let them talk to the MCP server. And this is kind of like going to the cashier instead of using the order terminal, because then we have someone we can talk to in natural language, and they just punch it into the system for us. The main benefit is that the MCP server is always up to date with what's available today and internal documentation and whatnot. So what's the catch with MCP servers then? Because they sound like the obvious winner. The downside is token usage, because unlike with simple API scripts that you can just reuse every time, you're always going to have a full-blown conversation, and your agent might also factor in reasoning and then decide the next tool to use, which naturally eats up more tokens. So if you have one-off tasks that are not super well defined, then MCP servers are a good choice, or something that reoccurs occasionally. But if you have something very repeatable, very predictable, let's say like syncing inventory or maybe syncing orders to fulfillment, then I would rather use an API script for that. All right, then off to the last one, CLI, which oftentimes gets thrown in the same bucket, but it's kind of its own thing. So CLI stands for Command Line Interface. So it's an interface to interact with the command line, the terminal if you want. Yeah, we don't use buttons, we don't use plain language, we use terminal commands. And oftentimes a CLI provides a bunch of shortcuts if you want to start certain processes. Think about the process of creating a new Shopify app, for example. I would have to download the starter template. I would have to rename the files to match my app name. I would have to do some configuration in the admin dashboard. And Shopify CLI just provides one shortcut command, Shopify app init, that starts this whole process. It copies the files to your system, it renames everything, it does the configuration for you. So it really shortcuts this process. Another difference is that the terminal can also write files on your computer. So it's more like a tool that you use. while APIs and MCP servers are rather meant for communicating with external systems, like Shopify, for example. And then it's also noteworthy that using a CLI doesn't necessarily exclude using an API or MCP server, because as I mentioned, it's basically just shortcuts that start a certain process. And if that process also involves using an API, that might just happen behind the scenes, and you might not even be aware that this happens. So yeah, bottom line is CLIs are great for both humans and agents, because agents also know how to use the terminal. But oftentimes they don't eat up as many tokens, because a CLI process usually bakes in a lot of static scripts and routines that can just be executed. So the agent just needs to write the input and read the output, but it's not like a full-blown conversation that you would have with an MCP server. All right, and now you have the full picture, API versus MCP versus CLI. Yeah, they were never really meant to compete. They're just useful for different scenarios. So use an API if you want to communicate with an external system in a repeatable format. Use an MCP server if you want to do the same thing in natural language or you're not exactly sure how the process looks. And then CLI if you want to shortcut your workflows and basically compress multiple work steps into a single terminal command. Cool, and that's all I have. If you got questions or thoughts, let me know in the comments. And if you want to learn how to use AI to the extent where you do as much work as a small dev team, link in the description. I would love to work together. And then have an amazing rest of your day. I'll catch you next.